It's been a while. 5 whole years since I uploaded on this channel. I guess I have some explaining to do, huh? Yeah, so the reason I've been gone from YouTube going on 10 years now is I've actually been making a video game. Yeah, I took the last 15 years off from YouTube to learn how to code, 3D model, produce music, all by myself. Yep, I made an entire video game completely on my own. It took a really long time to learn all these new skills, so I'm sure you can understand now why I've been gone from YouTube for the past 20 years. Haha. So, after 25 years, why did I just now decide to return to YouTube? Well, to be completely honest with you, see my wife, she knows someone who was able to hook us up with a cardboard box. So it's not too bad, you know, my wife and our 1.5 kids. We've just been hanging out and saving a few costs while I do nothing but make this video game all day, every day. She's a stay-at-home mom, so... Oh, there she is now. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's true. Hey, don't say stuff like that in front of the camera. Listen guys, the video game I've spent the last 30 years working on is actually coming out this year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd wishlist it and grab a copy when it comes out. I don't know how many of you know this, but every time you make a video game, Nintendo gives you a yacht. If I'm honest, that's actually the reason why I decided to leave YouTube for 35 years and make this video game instead. For my wife, she really wants this yacht. Alright, well, I'll tell you one last secret. I've actually been considering breaking my 40-year absence and returning to YouTube once the game is out. Maybe even making a storytime animation again. Wave of nostalgia. How long has it been since I last made one of those? Must have been at least 45 years now. But I might consider making them again if you subscribe. Wink. Okay, I gotta go. Those quests aren't gonna program themselves. Oh, I'm just vibrating at the thought of refining all that HTML code. Goodbye, friends. Good day everybody, welcome in, how are you doing? Let me know, tell me all about it. I want to know all the spicy details about your life. No, I don't, please don't. Please don't tell me everything about your life, that is not safe. And in this live stream I'm always promoting safety, online safety. Saying safe online. Yo, thank you for the 7-month resub, Falcons. How are you doing? Did you leave a message? It doesn't show up on my regular chat thingy. How? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Okay, so yeah, it's probably gonna be a bit of a shorter stream today for several reasons. Reason number one. I was at the dentist, so I can't talk properly. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of hiding it, but I cannot talk properly, and it's very annoying, and makes me not want to talk. Which is not really I mean, I could do a silent live stream. Those exist. Second reason, it is blisteringly hot today. I'm deceased. My PC sounds like an airplane. It is probably gonna just heat up my office even more than it already is heated up. So I will probably begin melting in about 45 minutes. So we'll see how long I can last. Anyway. Yeah, traditional art today because I'm being cool and sometimes I make like little paintings and thingies. Already a puddle, cat puddle, and then I'll join you. I'll join you very briefly. No qualifications, I'm not the particularly most employable person. I mean, I don't know. Just, see, I'm kind of in the same boat, so I can't really give you good advice, except for like, become a YouTuber, herder. Don't do that. Ate hot wings? Yo, in this weather? Damn. 60-month resub, thank you so much, Lorarian. Wait. Yo, quarter of a stack of membership. Still paying for it, but I like to support you. Your streams are cool. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I do apologize for lack of streams. Like, I'm always doing. I'm always like, yo, sorry, I'm bad at streaming. But yeah, life's been a wild ride lately. I feel like my internet is being weird. Sorry about that. Attention span too low, too lazy to be a YouTuber. Understandable. I mean, okay, are you actually lazy though? Because I feel like, you know, I don't know if this is a hot take, but like, the concept of laziness requires, like, selfishness, in my opinion. It's like, a lazy person is somebody who is like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, clean my house because my wife can do it. And that means I get to spend more time playing video games. That is laziness. But if you're like, if you feel like guilt about being lazy, that is not laziness. That's just, you just are somebody who doesn't have as much energy as other people, and that's not your fault. That's my hot take of the day. Anyway, yeah, so as you can see, is that a mousepad uses a table paint protection? Yes. This is, I don't know, I don't have like a work mat, so I was like, okay, let's use like a spare mousepad. And I don't know, I think there's, I kind of like the, I know maybe it hurts you because like, this is something you like pay for or whatever, but I kind of like the idea of like, you know, after like several years of using this like this, it's gonna have like all these really cool like little like paints and stuff on it, and that's gonna be cool. I don't know, I like the idea of that. Yeah, so as you can see, I made like a little painting thingy. I don't know if you can see that. But there's a little, there's here, there's this raised up part, not that part, this part, this part, that's masking tape. So what we're gonna do, live on stream, we're gonna take this masking tape off and see if it actually worked. Because last time I did something like this with masking tape, it did not work. The frickin' paint like seeped under the masking tape. The masking tape had one job and it failed to do it. So, but I tried it again anyway because I wanted to. Maybe I did it better this time because I like squished it down and I left it for a little while to like really attach to the canvas. So maybe it's gonna work really well. But you know, making stuff like this has been very cathartic because a lot of you know when you make digital art, you just press Ctrl Z, you can just go back, you can delete the entire thing, redo it. You can frickin' use the eraser, you can undo it, whatever you want. Can't do that with traditional art. So you end up with like these little mistakes, and then you have to decide, are you gonna leave that in, or are you gonna figure out a way to fix it? And I find that very interesting. It's been a fun experience. It's like ultimate anti-perfectionism training. I need some water, one sec. Ah. Yeah, let's, I don't know, let's do it. Let's do it. Cause like, if it did seep under the masking tape a little bit, I can decide if I like how it looks. Let's leave it, or I can touch it up with some white paint. Okay, we have some interesting things going on already. I feel like I'm... Wait. Yeah, check this out. That's kind of cool. There's like bits of paint underneath, but it's like different colors. That's kind of cool. Okay, that might be interesting. How do I get this bit? I don't have fingernails. Maybe I just... Oh. Keely. This is satisfying. Yeah, another issue I have is, I used, like, bits of paper to make a funny texture because I realized I'm, like, really obsessed with, texture. And, I don't know if those are gonna like pull themselves off when I pull off the masking tape, but again, maybe it looks cool. I don't know. That's the joy of you know, making stuff where you can't just press Ctrl Z. Different colors slash types of painter's tape. Maybe look into that. Maybe. Or I could just keep doing things like, I don't know. I don't know how you would describe that. Yeah, here's the thing. I have a piece of advice for you. If you ever want to like do something, if you ever want to do anything in your life, you need to like stop waiting for the right conditions. And for example, in my case, that's like, oh, I want to make a painting, I don't know. But I don't have any paint. I didn't have any, I didn't have any proper paints. You know what I have? All I have is these like little game, they're for painting, like D&D figures. So you can I mean, you can use it for something like it. They're just gonna run out pretty fast because you're using a lot of paint. That's like all I had in my house, and I was like, okay, I'll just use it. Oh no. And it's the same thing with the masking tape, you know? It didn't work that well last time I used it, but I decided to do it anyway because it's what I had in my house, and I'm not gonna add a bunch more time on the before... I'm not gonna add a bunch more time until I start the project by waiting until I eventually decide to look into what proper tape I could use. Sometimes you just gotta start shit, you know? With what you got. That's a cat, it is indeed. Of course it's a cat, that's like my whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I mean, technically I can make stuff that doesn't involve cats, but the cats is kind of like my whole brand. At the same time, like, I don't mind it. I definitely don't mind making cat art. Speaking of which, here's another one that I made. This one's cute, this one's pretty. This one's pretty much done. I just need to sign it, and I'm absolutely terrified of signing it. Because I'm scared of ruining it. Again, ultimate procrastination training. Not procrastination, perfectionism. Anti-perfectionism training. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I don't have like a... I do have like a white pen, but it's not very good. So I might just have to like paint my name here. And that terrifies me, because it has to be like really small. But I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, where was I? Man had to be rescued from a hole in the ground after jogging without his glasses. Guess he couldn't see that well. Ha! That is funny because he couldn't see the well. Like those colors. Yeah, I am like... I realized a lot of things about like what I like in art by making these. I realize I'm like really into texture, and I'm also really into like bright colors and like really nice color combinations. And I really like the combination of like, you know, like a sunset kind of color scheme. You have a character sheet showing your character's back. Which character? You mean Socks? He does have a reference sheet on his Toy House page. Eh. Yeah, it's definitely... The masking tape didn't mask perfectly, but I don't know. I can't decide if I like this or not, to be honest. I think I will touch it up with some white anyway. White paint. Just because you can still see my pencil lines underneath. I don't like that. I think if you couldn't see the pencil lines, I might be a bit more willing to leave it as is. Yeah, see, there's like a massive clump of paper here. I don't know about that. I'm gonna deal with that later. Let's deal with that later. I'm not too hot yet, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. If it would all come off at once, that would be super satisfying, but of course. Of course, my life is not that easy. Oh yeah, that's another reason stream is gonna be a bit shorter today. I need to go shopping. I don't got no food. I'm starving. I'm starving, and I don't have any. I don't even have any water left, bro. I don't have my spicy water. Out of spicy water, can you believe it? Come on, England. It's probably an easy way to do this, but like, I don't know. I like living life on the edge. It's peace. What are you doing? Okay. Interesting. Sure, why not? Yo, thank you for the bits, Felix. Meowdy, how are you? I'm okay, thanks, Rust. How are you? I'm just, terrified of the imminent roasting that I will receive from the sunlight within approximately 30 minutes. Good though I'm dying from the heat? Mood. I have to say, my apartment is surprisingly good at keeping cool during the summer. You just have to not open the windows, which is like... my partner wakes up and immediately opens all the windows, so like, you know... it's like, mensch. Okay. Some cool art, thank you very much! It's gonna look adorable with his little cute little kitty mouth. 32 degrees with 42% humidity where I live. Yeah, it's the same temperature here. I don't know about the humidity. Like, I would love to stay indoors all day today, but I literally don't have any food in my house. I think my partner and I have been eating, like, random shit we found in the closet. The pantry. Ate England. Yeah, I'm pretty sure England is typically more humid than Germany, right? Am I spreading misinfo right now? There we go. Cute little eyeballs. Now we just do the mouth, and then he's done, kinda. Yoink. I haven't watched one of these streams in actual years, almost nostalgic. Yeah, it's actually wild how long I've been doing the streaming thing. I think next week there won't be any streams because this Friday is DoKomi actually, and it is a 3-day long convention. Technically, I mean, kinda 4 days because I'm going there on Thursday. Just I hate this. Hate that I can't talk properly. Hi Bruno, welcome in. Well, physical artwork, indeed. Thoughts on Spirit Airlines shutdown? I don't know what that is. Am I supposed to know what that is? I'm sorry. Couldn't sleep the other night because it was so hot. Bugs kept coming into my room, so I ended up drawing a new ref sheet for my character. Nice. Oh yeah, I've been having like really bad insomnia lately. I mean, yeah, insomnia, I can't fall asleep, and then when I finally do, like 2 hours later, I'll just wake up and not be able to fall asleep again. Wish I could go to DoKomi so bad. I would love to say hi and buy a few trinkets and gizmos. Appreciate that. It's a really cool con. I highly recommend it if you're ever able to go. No, I'm definitely gonna try for a bunch of UK cons next year. What was I saying earlier? I was like in the middle of a conversation. Oh yeah, cause yeah, conventions and stuff. It's like extremely freaking exhausting, I'm not gonna lie. Cause you gotta think about it like this. Let's see, let me check. Cause it's 3 days long. I wrote it down on my little my cute little calendar, because I need a calendar to keep track of things, otherwise I'll die. Hi Chip, hope you're nice and hydrating the seat. Hi Jim and Honeywolf, welcome in, dude. I am sort of hydrated. I am actually on my final bottle of spicy water, so I need to leave and go buy some more pretty soon. Yo, Jeno, thank you for the raid, what the heck? Welcome in, everybody. I can't talk today because I was at the dentist, so you have to listen to me lisping all the time. It's probably some nice ASMR for at least one person, right? YouTube's having issues on my end, so you're getting Twitch me today, yay. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, though. Oh no, yeah, also it's like 1,000,000 degrees today, so my PC sounds like an airplane, and is slowly heating up the room, so I'm probably gonna die in about 30 minutes, yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about DoKomi, actually. Yeah, I was about to complain about how much work it is. Yeah, so Friday is not that long. It's 12:30 until 8 p.m. Saturday is 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then Sunday is 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just imagine you're standing at a... Well, you can sit. You can sit as a treat. But you're standing at your booth for that long every single day. My partner is helping me out, so I can take breaks, of course, but in my case, you know, I do it, like, I have a lot of people come to my booth because they want to, like, say hi to me, so I don't want to be away from my booth for too long. My booth. Would love to go to DoKomi where I'll have to take out a mortgage to get there. Which country are you from, Trans, if you don't mind sharing? Because I was just saying that I definitely want to go for some UK cons next year. Made a big mistake. I said yes to my first Artist Alley booth in July. 5 weeks to get everything. Oh my god. I mean, you're probably mostly doing like prints and stuff, right? I don't think those take too long to arrive. Also, if you ever do buttons, I got a good supplier that always delivers them really quick, so... I actually, like, after Hanacon, I had this idea of a button. I literally made the design while I was at Hanacon. And then I sent it when I got back, and I already arrived last week. I print everything myself. Oh my god. Good luck with that. Respect, though. Respect. Huge respect. Also plan to visit your booth and say hi to you? Hell yeah! I'll try to be there when you do. Also, hi Rania, how's it going? Welcome in. Perth, Australia. Oh my gosh. I do actually really want to go to an Australian con one day. So it's not impossible. Is that masking tape? Oh, that's just paint. Yeah, okay, I don't know what to do with this, honestly. I'm like... I have mixed feelings, because I don't like... I mean, I kind of like the little, like, wiggles. It looks kind of cool. But what I don't like is these bits of ripped paper. I don't like that. It looks like mold. I want my bro to be moldy. Gotta go get some food. No worries. See you on Friday. Oh my gosh. Well, hi. What do I want to do here? Because I like mixed this blue. Like I dumped the paint right onto the canvas and I just like went like this. It was really cathartic and epic. But obviously I can't. It's gonna be tough to get like the same shade if I want to like fix this. But I don't know. Maybe it's cool if it's like a slightly different shade. OMG, it's the one cat from the game with the YouTube schnitzel. Yeah, maybe. Always wanted to go to a con in general, but flights are a pain. True. I always just drive. If I go to a UK con, I'll probably also just drive there, which is many hours, but like, driving is like somehow less stress than flying. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Thank you for having fans in Perth, Australia, so I can make my joke about Perth being a bag that women carry their stuff around in. Ha! Hilarious. Doing fine. Very scared because of DoKomi. I just like being in big crowds of people, but I want to test it out and make new experiences. Ooh. Yeah, not to like make it worse. The artist alley in DoKomi does get very busy. But the hall I'm in, hall 10, is usually a bit more chill. And also, I've noticed there are times where the con in general is a bit more chill, maybe when there's like big shows happening and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna straight up like use my frickin' my D&D paint set because I don't have any proper paint. Ah, I don't have any proper paints. I'm just gonna throw those on there like usual. Let's do that with like a little bit of red. Oh boy, it's getting really warm in here. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I'm sweating. I'm sweating out of every orifice. Oh my gosh. Can't even drive places, I'm stuck on an island. Oh. What if you just like build a big bridge? Yeah. Let's use this guy? Yeah, let's use little tiny guy. I'm gonna use little tiny guy. Hi Chip. Hello, welcome in. Random story time. I was on a hot air balloon yesterday, and I am now grilled. Max, what does that mean? You got grilled from the hot air balloon fire, I guess. Build a big bridge to Europe. Exactly. Everyone will be like, yo, big bridge. Well, thank you for the freaking gifted sub to Percival Robin, Honeywolf. You absolute legend. What the flip? This freaking guy. Bro. Now you can exclamation point meow to your heart's content. MFF back in December was fun, got my first con experience ever, but I enjoyed it. Made sure to wear my mask at all times to avoid getting sick. Good idea. Only for my mum to pass a cold on to me on the way home. Hell yeah. I mean, okay, a cold is a little bit better than what people usually get from conventions. Also wenn man auf einer Convention bist, dann bekommt man so richtig schlimme so Grippe und so und ist richtig scheiße und so und ist nicht schön. Also eine Erkältung ist schon chillig im Gegensatz zu was man normalerweise bekommt. Als was ich meine, ihr versteht mich ja. Ja. Ja, ich mache einfach so. Ja, warum nicht? Ich mag das. Es sieht aus wie Boah, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Ähm, New fear unlocked. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay, I will say it's usually at like furry cons that people get like ridiculously sick. I don't know why. But yeah, I will say the last like 3 cons I've been to, I did not get sick once, so you know. Chip hand reveal? Yeah, you know what else I gotta reveal my new friend. Wait, look at my new friend, bro. Look at this guy. He's long and he has like big claws and he's like, anybody recognize him? He's not from a TV show or anything like that. It's my own creation. Asked you like 4 to 5 months ago on a live stream if you can make a video about your partner to know more about you, and you said yes. You didn't do anything, just reminding you. So you gotta understand when it comes to making videos. 4 to 5 months is not very long. Guessing it's because the cons are expensive, so people still go to the cons if they're sick. Yeah, exactly. Like, I always see people, you know, saying like, oh, just stay home. If you're sick, just stay home. So you don't make everybody else sick. And I, like, agree that it's shitty, especially, you know, with, recent things that have happened in the world that make it so people don't really want to get sick. But I also, like, of course people are still gonna go to a convention they spent a lot of money on just because they're, like, just because they're sick. I think it's kind of, like, understandable. Not saying it's, like, a good thing, but it's understandable, you know? So cheetah, yes. Glad you recognized it. My tattoo artist drew a freaking leopard first, and I was like, bro, that's not a cheetah. And he was like, oh. See, the thing is, the word for cheetah and the word for leopard in German are extremely similar. It's like leopard and gepard. Went to Fantasy Basel a few weeks ago as my first Comic Con, and I loved it so much. I've heard a lot about that con. Seems pretty cool. I think it's a little far away from me though. But it is on my list of conventions that I might check out one day. Think of it bits, Felix. I don't care that I have the bubonic plague. I spent too much on these free content on those tickets not to go. I mean, it's true. I do think at the very least, if you're gonna go to a con while you're sick, you should at the very least wear a mask. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Okay, so one thing I don't like about traditional art is that you always have to, like, wait for shit to dry, and I don't have the patience for that. Like, I wanna do it all in one go, you know? Have to stay healthy for the Augustria cuddle panel. There's gonna be a cuddle panel. Interesting. Meowdy, what's up, me? I'm just covering up. I'm just covering up the mold. It's not actually mold. It's rip paper. I'm not making moldy paintings. Okay. You good? Are we good? Oh, there's some here. Yeah, cool. How long did it take you to paint the background? I did not keep track of that, to be honest.
Which IRL art do you like doing the most and least? E. Painting, crayon, etc. I took art in HS and failed it LOL. I do not like art stuffs.
I'll never get tired of the German accent. Thank you so much for the dono, Pretzel. I appreciate it. See, I don't understand how you can fail art class because it's subjective, isn't it? Like, how can you be a teacher and be like, no, this art sucks? Like, you fail. I don't know. Which IRL art do you like doing the most and least? The thing is, I haven't like dabbled in it that much lately. I think I can show you guys again because new people are here since I last showed it. Well, there's another piece that I worked on for DoKomi. It just needs a frame, and I need to sign it, and I'm terrified of signing it because I don't want to ruin it. And this color is made with alcohol markers. Alcohol markers are so... Wait, he's upside down, I'm sorry. Alcohol markers are so much fun to use. They feel extremely satisfying to draw with. So I'd say that's probably my favorite. I also really like using black to like block things out. I don't know, I like this contrast. It's really satisfying to me. Also, as I said earlier, very obsessed with texture, hence like all this stuff that I put in the paint to make it fun to touch. I don't know what I'd say I like the least, to be honest. Trying to think back to my art school days. I mean, I didn't go to art school. I mean, art class in school. Anyway, thank you for the 26-month resub. Convex to you. I mean, how you doing? Meow. True. Thank you for the bits, Felix. If the art class assignment is to paint a bowl of fruit and you paint a photorealistic recreation of the Mona Lisa, you will have failed to do the assignments, even if you made something aesthetically pleasing. I guess so. I guess that's true. I suppose. But... In 6th grade, I was sick when we got the instructions for the project we were doing. We were supposed to make a Christmas greeting card. So on the Christmas card, I wrote Merry Xmas instead of for Weihnachten. I got a 1. My classmates were super upset with me about it. Wait, a 1 is good, right? In the UK, well, at least while I was at school, I think the UK uses numbers now as well, but like the other way around. Like the higher the number, the better your grade is. When I was in school, it was like A, B, C, D. So I just get kind of confused with the number system. More number equals more good. I think that makes sense, right? Because you can just keep like going up infinitely. What was I saying earlier? I think Rust said something I wanted to respond to, but now I forgot about it. Oh, how long did it take you to paint the background? Was that what I was responding to? I said I didn't really track it. But I did. It wasn't very long, honestly. The thing that took the longest was putting all the masking tape on, so I had to like cut it to be like small enough. Yeah, the thing Pretzel was asking, if I have like a least favorite art thing. I don't know. I can't think of something for some reason. To be honest, when I was in art class in school, I hated everything that wasn't just drawing. Because I was always like, I kind of talked about this in that art video I made like donkeys ago. I was always like, oh, I'm really good at drawing, so why would I do anything else other than drawing? Which is like stupid. Now, in hindsight, it's stupid. So I hated everything that is like not drawing. Which is really funny because I'm like really enjoying this right now. Yeah, I think I am gonna go over the masking tape parts with white. Because you can still see some of my pencil lines. And I also think white paint would look nicer than the canvas. Thing is, I just touched it up with some paint, so I gotta wait for it to dry. Like... Thanks for the 44-month resub on YouTube. Good XD. We have part 2. What? Already? You know what we could do though? We could sign this with white paint, which I'm absolutely terrified to do. But like, you know, what's the worst that can happen? I mess it up, and then I just rub it off and paint over it again with black, right? That's the worst that'll happen. Cause I want it to be small. I want my signature to be small, but I'm not amazing at working precisely. Where's my funny paper? I need paper. Paper! Like, too much, Oh yeah, I like totally forgot that I brought this up.
So I gotta go, but Ivana said this.
Yo, what the heck?
You were the first trans creator I ever found. And while it confused me as a young boy, now as a girl I really appreciate your perseverance as an artist and creator. Chip.
What? Thank you so much, fish. What the heck? What? Thank you so... What? Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad to help. Glad I'm known as the guy who cracked a lot of people's eggs. That's kind of funny. Kind of hilarious. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have an epic freaking day. You absolute legend. Thank you for the bits, Felix. You've cracked enough eggs to make the world's largest omelet. Yeah, I think that's true, honestly, like... I think, you know, in my coming out video, I said, like... said some kind of line about, you know, the way I figured it out was that I stopped thinking about, like, oh, what am I? And, like, instead thought about, what do I want to be? If I could choose with, like, without any, like, if I could just, like, flip a switch and just choose, and there's, like, no other, like, factors about it, what would I be? I feel like that spoke to a lot of people. Which I'm glad, because it really spoke to me, and I'm, like, way happier. I'm not, like, fixed. I'm not, like, not depressed or anything. It's not like it cured all of my issues, but at least I'm not a girl, ha. Anyway, I'm scared. Also, my brushes are fraying for some reason. Are there any brush users in chat? Is it normal that your brushes fray after like using them twice. Or am I doing something wrong, or are the brushes bad? Maybe I should do like a little test on my funny piece of cardboard over here. Oop. Yeah, it's gonna be something like, I'm just gonna like draw like shit. Oh, it's too thick. It's too thick. And big. It would be like, I'm so scared. I'm terrified. I don't want to ruin it. I wish my white pen was not. Do you wash them right? Obviously. Like, if I didn't wash them, they wouldn't. They would have like paint from the last color I used on them. It's good quality, maybe it's because of the way you clean it. Like, I honestly don't know if they're good quality. I think they were pretty cheap. It's a dumb question, sorry. No, it's fine. Sorry if I made you feel dumb with my sassy response. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Bro, how is there a transphobe in my chat? Are you okay? You've been watching me for 10 years, but you don't know I'm trans? Are you okay? Bro just like asked me if I want to be friends, and I was like, bro, you can't change your gender, bro. That is hilarious. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, okay. Shut up, be quiet. My brush is always fraying, I don't know why. Okay, that's... I'm glad to hear that it's not just me then. Okay, okay, okay. Quiet, be quiet. I need to concentrate. I'm so scared. Imagine if I just spelled stell mir vor, ich schreibe meinen Namen falsch. Chipflake. Sheep. Das ist schlechtes Timing, Deutsch reden zu müssen. Nein! Ich hab verkackt. Chipflake. Warum bist du jetzt so schüchtern? Ich verstehe es nicht. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay if there's mistakes. It looks cooler if there's mistakes. Yeah, if you're wondering why I just like randomly started doing like traditional art, I guess I kind of got inspired by the whole like AI art wave. I guess I kind of like started appreciating more like yeah, I did it. Yee, yippee. Clean my brushes carefully with some soup. You use soup. and warm water and rotate them in the palm of my hand. They keep their shape and don't dry up usually. Yeah, I think that's my mistake. I literally like... I hold it under the... hold it under the tap and I'm like... joking it, like... I like destroying the brush, like, I don't know, I'm like, I want to get the paint out, so... I have a question. What's the question? Okay, like, again, now I have to wait for it to dry. It's so boring, bro. Thank you for the dono, Pretzel. I really appreciate it. You can only stream on one, YouTube or Twitch. So, like... It's a really hard thing for me because... I think I prefer Twitch for, like... interactivity, Twitch does a way better job of actually showing my streams to people who'll be interested in them. The thing is, for some reason, people are like way more likely to donate to me through YouTube. And I wish I didn't have to like base it on that, obviously, but I am very poor and you know how it is. You know how it is. How long does the drying take? I don't know. It's pretty warm. Pretty warm. I'm dying. I'm melting. Watching paint dry stream. Hell yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to add? I forgot to add the date. I like being pretentious and adding the date. What is DoKomi? It is a convention. This is where I'm gonna like mess it up in it. Two. A fan out of your blue sky? Yo, no way. Wait, was that why you were asking for my ref earlier? Was that you asking for my ref earlier? If so, that's incredibly fast. Yeah, yeah boy. Look how cute this is. What's pretentious about adding the date? Like to know when I did something? I don't know. This gives me like mild pretentious vibes for some reason. I'm like half joking though. It's not I don't think it's like... I don't know. It's like signing stuff in general is a little pretentious, but like not like... I don't know, just ignore me. Top of the morning. What about the bottom of the morning? Have you ever thought about that? My final sip of spicy water, bro. Ah. Okay, maybe this is dry enough now. I'm impatient. You're gonna go in the corner. And I'm gonna... Yes, I'm gonna touch up the lines with white. That was from Austria. Yo! Welcome in. I'm gonna be in Austria in 2 months. Less than 2 months. Okay, which brush are we using? That one's too fat. How about this one? Yeah, you're good. I think. Literal paint, watching paint dry stream, bro. Unironically. Yo, Dawn car, no way. Let me start at the bottom because I think I like painted up here and it might not be dry yet. Nothing bad about claiming your own artwork. There's one artist who never used to watermark their own work. It would always get stolen platforms like TikTok, and I always told them to watermark. I 100% agree. I didn't, I don't know. I was mostly joking about the pretentious stuff. Seen UK heat waves and they genuinely horrify me. They are horrific. I was in one a couple years ago. I was in London in an Airbnb that didn't have any air conditioning or fans or anything. I genuinely died. Even the bits, Felix. You know you've made it as a content creator when you can do a paint drying stream and people still throw money at you. I wish. I'm out. Yo, thank you for the 100 bits, Dragon. What the flip? When you come to Austria, maybe we can teach you a few Austrian profanities. Oh, are they different to German profanities? I'm very interested. Hello, I'm in the UK. I die mood, except for the being in the UK part. Yeah, most, I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think that most German housing also doesn't have AC as a common feature. My place certainly doesn't. Yeah, I'm already super sweaty, bro. I'm done. I'm melting. Austrian dialects have a number of unique and, in my opinion, beautiful profanities. I am intrigued. Thank you for sharing. You also gotta let me know if there's any cool like foods I should try. I mean, schnitzel, of course. Although I'm gonna be in Vienna, I don't really want to go to like any really touristy places. And I pay you 16 million Forza Horizon credits to see you in person. I don't know how much that costs, but it might be cheaper just to like fly to a convention I'm going to. Yo, Dio, thank you for the super chat. What the flip? Really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in, by the way. Do you prefer kimono style or Western style of furry? Bro, I freaking love kimono fursuits. They're freaking adorable, and I want one. I think if I was like forced to choose, I would probably pick kimono. But I do like both a lot. Because I have a very uncomplicated person. I love variety. Yeah, I definitely prefer that I'm painting this over with white. I think it looks better than the canvas. Even though on the camera it looks exactly the same, just a little bit tidier. I think I'm gonna have to go over it a couple times, though. Because it's looking very uneven. Yeah, my belly's growling, but I don't have any food. So I'll starve. I love the nice summer 45 degree. Are you actually in 45 degrees right now? So it is 32 here and I am deceased. Why is my hand shaking, bro? Luckily it's only 35 right now. Okay, only 35. Only. Need to draw more cats. Where is Chip ref? Chip doesn't have a ref because you can draw him however you want. Like 14 degrees where I am. I would like to be a bit warmer, please. Thanks. I would love to trade. A kimono over the usual millennial Disney style, but I still like Western 2D furries. I think my favorite type of fursuit style is like realistic, to be honest. Realistic and slash or like creepy. Like hyper detailed, like ridiculously expensive. I'll probably never own one. I mean, I've said this a million times, but I do really want a full fursuit. I want like a slim digi-suit of socks. Because I really like the look of that. And I feel like it would be a little bit easier for me as somebody who dies when it's like a little bit warm. You like the new Star Fox designs when you see them? Yeah. I actually do. I like them quite a bit. I'm really not I mean, I like Star Fox as a franchise. Like, I really like the characters and the concept and everything, but I've never really enjoyed the games. It's not the kind of gameplay for me personally, so I probably won't play it. But I do really like the new designs. I feel like that's the opinions on them are very mixed, and I think I'm on the less popular side of the opinion. But yeah, I do like them. I want a partial so bad, but I don't even know where to start. Yeah. I technically have a mini partial, I guess, a head and paws, but I never wear it because I don't like how it turned out, so I made it myself. I mean, I also don't really have any opportunities to wear it. Oh yeah, I went to Japan Day on this weekend. In Dusseldorf every year, in May, the end of May, there's a Japan Day. It's almost like a mini anime convention, but outside. And with a... I mean... It's supposed to be a focus on Japan, so there's like, you know, Japanese street food, lots of kimono booths, stuff like that. But it is sort of... It has sort of transformed into a mini DoKomi over the years. Lots of anime stuff, lots of, you know, Western artists who draw in anime style. And I saw a lot of furries there. And I was like, mensch, I am not even wearing a fursuit and I like almost had a heat stroke. How are you guys doing this? Frickin', that one guy was there, Hinora, I think? He was like the most popular furry on Vine like a million years ago. As like a blue and purple persona. I didn't see him because I didn't know he was there, and I also have never spoken to him in my life. I don't even know if he knows who I am. I saw a random video about Japan Day and I was like, oh, it's that guy. that one guy. One guy who exists. Am I blue? Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm like incredibly awful at dealing with heat. Dabba D? No, no Dabba D. I hate that song. I don't know why I'm so bad at dealing with heat. It's definitely a million times easier, you know, without boobies, but it's still rough. Which kind of upsets me because I do really like fursuits and I want to wear a full fursuit, but I already know that I would literally die. I don't know, maybe I can like get used to it. So damn ready for DoKomi? Hell yeah. Or are you being sarcastic? I can't tell. I feel like nobody's ever ready for DoKomi. Which is like surprising because for once, I'm pretty ready. I have a couple of things I need to do. But they will be done by Thursday. I don't know myself. Okay, fair enough. Everyone's always like, oh my guys, is DoKomi in like 4 days and I have like 20 prints to cut out, and 20 doesn't sound very much. 1,000 prints to cut out. I didn't finish my business card design. My merch didn't arrive yet. Blah 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 blah. For once, I'm the one who's like already prepared. Might be easier to get used to it by wearing a partial suit when you travel first. Yeah, probably. I just have a deep desire to wear a full suit. And for some reason, I really want like a slim fit full suit. I think the regular ones with like, you know, like really thick thighs and stuff like that are very adorable, but I don't know, I really like the aesthetic of the suits that like hug your body, I guess. But obviously you gotta be careful with that kind of thing in case your body like changes. You won't be able to wear it anymore. If you gain weight or lose weight. And like personally, I'm trying to work on growing muscle, so I don't know if that'll be a bad idea to get a slim fit suit and then I got jacked, I got ripped, and I can't wear my suit anymore. That I spent like hundreds on. Maybe thousands. Probably not thousands, I don't know. Unless I get super rich. The frickin' Vanta, how's it going, dude? Thank you for the 43-month resub. Hello. How are you doing, dude? I don't know, man. I am doing 2 furry-cons this year. And they tend to go pretty well for me, so I don't know, maybe I'll get like super rich and I'll be able to buy a fursuit. Oh, I know. Is there a hashtag for chip art? No. There probably should be. But if you just tag me, if you post it on like Blue Sky or whatever, I'll probably see it. The only thing is, I don't use X anymore. So don't even bother posting on there. I don't use X and I encourage you all to not use it as well. Rich billionaire funds your suited account. See, that's the thing. I feel like if I would like set up a fundraiser for a fursuit, people would like actually fund it for me. But I can't bring myself to do that. Partially because I kind of have other things that are a little bit more important to spend, I don't know, 3k on right now. And the other part being like, I don't know, I'm really mixed on it because I think if I saw somebody else doing a fundraiser for their suit, I would not like judge them for that, because I think, you know, people are choosing to donate for that purpose, because they also want to see you have a cool suit, and they want to see you like make content with that suit or whatever. I think that's totally fine. That being said, I don't know why I like don't hold myself up to that same standard. For me, it's like I feel bad like having other people pay me, like pay for my suit for me. I don't know. So a fursuit maker wants to buy something from you but does not have the money and trade a fursuit for it. Easy. Oh my gosh. Like, Chip, I really want 2k worth of your merch, but I don't have the money. But I do have the money to buy materials to make a suit for you if you want that instead. I have thought about, you know, reaching out to a maker maybe and being like, yo. See, like, I feel bad about that though. I don't want to be like, yo, I'm like a big YouTuber or whatever. I can like advertise for you, so give me a discount. Like, I don't want to do that. I'll just pay them full price. I'll just save up the money and pay them full price. Oh. So excited to loot your booth on Friday. Hell yeah. You know, I don't know if Fabian told you that, but like I was planning to like give you a HanaCon shirt as like a gift. But then you were like, yo, I want like 10 shirts. Really appreciate it, by the way. I'm just saying that it was gonna be like a secret. Forget X exists. Blue Sky has replaced it for me. Yeah. I honestly stayed on X for longer than I should have. Because I was like, it's a really big part of my job and stuff. One day I just stopped using it. And I was like, huh, actually, nothing has changed. It's almost as if 90% of the users of X are bots and not real people. Hello, Chip. Hello, welcome in. Beep 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 beep. Ever met any kimono artists? I haven't met any kimono artists, but I've seen kimono suits in real life. A friend of mine who's actually was one of the organizers of DoKomi, named Catboy Fisky, has a kimono suit, and it's the most adorable thing you'll ever see in your life. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. I've stayed so firmly in my internet bubble that that I saw a video in which a guy talked about his crushes on girls, and I thought, oh yeah, straight guys exist. Yeah, imagine being straight. Fisky mentions we'll stun Fisky. Yeah, he's great. Very adorable person. Yeah, obviously I still like men. I'm still bisexual. But I regret to inform you, I have become less gay. Well, maybe not less gay, maybe just more straight. I've realized recently that I am in fact a bit more attracted to women than men. My deepest apologies. you know, by the way, I do stand-up comedy, and the Chipflake bandana as well as at least one Chipflake shirt is always part of my stage outfit, and I always got compliments for both. Really? That's really cool. What the heck? Well, thank you for the representation. Would make for a funny skit for someone coming out of street. Yeah, I do feel like I've seen like a furry comic in that sort of vein, honestly. Making the brand huge. Hell yeah. You're doing your part. I appreciate it. Women are pretty freaking epic. True. True story. Bandana's great as a scarf replacement? Hell yeah. Rarely seen any kimono suits in the US or the UK. Really? Yeah, to be fair, I think Fisky's suit is the only one I've ever seen in real life. But I feel like there are quite a few European suitors that have them. I usually see them on Instagram rather than in real life. Thank you for the stretch reminder, by the way. Oh yeah. I do be sweaty. I don't know how much longer I can hold out, to be honest with you. I do at least want to finish this stuff. I at least want to finish this so I can let it dry. And then I need to go shopping, because I need a frame for this guy. And I'm gonna buy some actual paint. My entire time existing, I've only seen one suit. It was at a Pride Festival, which was cool. That is cool. Thank you for the dodo, by the way, Pretzel. What the heck? How would you handle my room temperature? 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. See, 20 to 22 degrees Celsius is like perfect temperature in my opinion. It's like nice and warm, but not melting temperature. Yes. Yeah, I actually went a really long time in my life without ever seeing a fursuit in real life. I actually made my own suit before I ever saw a different one in real life. I think the first one I ever saw... No, it must have been at, Japan Day in Dusseldorf. There's always people fursuiting at Japan Day. Which I understand, because if I had a cool suit, I would use any opportunity I could to wear it. What made you want to be a skunk, Chip? As a skunk myself, I enjoy the big fluffy tail and the fur patterns. Basically the same thing. Mostly fluff, cute, small. Kinda, they're like, skunks are like, they're like cute, and they're also like kinda silly. I like those kind of animals, you know, like possums and stuff like that, also have the same energy. I live in Vietnam. I've seen many kimono fursuiters there. That makes sense. But I kind of noticed something recently. I feel like a lot of Western furries have started getting their suits from Asian makers. Which is pretty cool because I do really like that style. Seals are also really cute and silly. True. I love seals. Seals are great. Soup? Not too late, right? What? Soup? Do you have pets? I do not have pets because, oh yeah, I I set up a freaking auto message for that. Yeah, it's mostly because of the traveling. We don't really have anybody who would, like, be able to look after the pet. Had one with a Temu fursuiter at a con last year who got stuck in a hot pavement. Wait, what? Can get those from Temu? What do you mean, Timo, like the League of Legends guy? Could be. I'm concerned what kind of fursuit will one even find on Temu. I assume it's those like scam ones, like they take a picture of a fursuit that actually exists. And then you buy it, but you receive like a 10% quality version of it. Made with like felt or something. It was made of a material that glued on the ground and hot. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What the heck? You ever had pets? Yeah. I grew up with cats. Although the first pet I ever had, I was like 2 years old, so I don't remember this, but apparently we had a dog. But it was a rescue dog, and it was like kind of aggressive. So it was returned. And then we got 2 cats, who were also rescue cats. And they were like... They just like hid all the time. Never like came out. You know, they kinda as if they're not really like the kind of cats that you can have as a pet. More like farm cats, I guess. So then we got 2 other rescue cats that were actually, you know, wanted to hang out with you sometimes. Very cute little boys. Yeah, I had those for a very long time. They lived pretty long. Yeah, and some more. But I've never had one, like, I've never had a pet. Ich hatte noch nie ein Haustier, so, für mich selbst, wenn das Sinn ergibt. Es war immer nur so, meine Mutter wollte eine Katze haben. Und so. Oder die Eltern von meinem Partner zum Beispiel. Ich glaube, ich würde mit 50 oder so würde ich ein Haustier holen. Ist ein bisschen zu viel. Haustier haben ist ein bisschen zu viel Stress für mich. Ich muss immer gucken, dass die gesund bleiben, dass sie genug Essen haben und so, und dass du die nicht zu lange alleine lässt. Und momentan brauche ich Freiheit. I need freedom. I need freedom right now in my life, so I don't really want to have a pet until I'm like 50 or something, I don't know. Wanna get a come from you, but no money. Understandable. I appreciate that though. Appreciate the interest. Every time I be in the background and you start speaking German, I have to question for half a second if I'm having a stroke. Oh my god. Yo, did my YouTube live stream die? The German got so good? It's okay. It's okay. I think it's okay. I think streams. Well, YouTube is just doing that thing again where it's acting really buggy. How'd you get so fluent in German? I'm not fluent. I can have conversations, but I often just I will like sound like I'm really good at German and stuff, and then I'll get stuck on something really basic, like I'll forget the word for something, or I won't know how to organize my sentence structure. But yeah, literally just being in the country, I think, is like why I'm at the level that I am right now. Being in the country and kind of and speaking German like a lot. Thank you for the Prime resub, by the way, Citrus. What's up, dude? Welcome in. Well, been doing digital art. No wait, yeah. Look at this. Look at this guy's this big noodle. Yeah, this big noodle. I did another one, but it's over there, and I can't be asked to get it. Welcome. Grammatical structure in German is rough. Yeah, it's probably the worst. The thing that I struggle with the most. So pretty. Thank you very much. How you been doing? Hope you've been doing good. Okay, thank you. I've been very mixed, I guess. Lots of ups. Lots of... well, not really any ups, to be honest. When it's just you and Android, you guys talk in English or German? 95% of the time in English. We only really talk in German if we're around other people who are speaking German. Seems like you've been hella busy. Yeah, hella busy being depressed. No, I mean, yeah, but also, yeah, I've been busy as well. Big column A, big column B. But we frickin', you know, we live life, we continue. We go to anime conventions. Yeah, I think the way you get good at any language is literally using it as much as possible. I mean, I also think that I'm like fairly perceptive as a person in general. I tend to hear words and phrases and memorize them pretty easily and use them myself later. Already check out the other artists and the artist Elliot DoKomi. Well, obviously not all of them because there's like a million. I have been collecting ones that I see on Instagram or Blue Sky though. Adding them to my favorites. I'm gonna see if I can pay them a visit on Friday evening. Yeah. How many different cons have you been to? Oh, let's see. I don't know if that counts, but I went to VidCon London back when that existed. It doesn't exist anymore. And I didn't like sell anything there. I was just visiting. So there's that, there's DoKomi. Gamescom is another one that I've been to but never been as an artist. Very chaotic con. I don't know if I want to be an artist there. I hear lots of mixed feelings from people who've ended there. Eurofurence, also just as an artist. And HanaCon, yeah. And Heroes Made in Asia as a Dutch convention. That's the entire list. Gamescom is crazily expensive and very, very chaotic. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've heard from Nayabi. By the way, huge advancement being the artist alley now. The VTuber hall was so exhausting last year. Yeah, I'm not in the like artist alley actually. I mean the thing is they like change things every year. So I'm in hall 10, which is the same hall as last year. And it's still like the creator area. Which I'm a little bit bummed about because I still feel like I don't really fit in like the creator area because most people go there to look for like, I don't know, German creators. But I don't think there's gonna be like a VTuber stage or anything like that this year, which is nice. Was that 4 or 5? ADD brain strikes again. I don't know. Normally go there to look for you. Yeah. Yeah, I really would like to be in the artist alley one time. Because I do feel like the kind of people who would be interested in my stuff aren't gonna come to hole 10 unless they are specifically looking for me, you know? Well, off the radar, I want to say, hope you're doing well. Life took a few pretty sharp turns, but your art and content have always been inspiring, encouraging, and always overlooking the side. I really appreciate that. What the heck? Welcome in. Sorry to hear that you haven't had the best. Life hasn't been treating you the best lately, but it will pass. It always does. Cute. Thank you very much, Freckles. Also welcoming. Kind of just touching up the white parts. I don't know, this white paint is like kind of weird, like the consistency is weird. Will Andrew stream later? Not today. He streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not this Wednesday, not this Friday, of course, because we'll be at the convention. Yeah, you can join that Discord server to like get updates about when Andro streams, if you're not already. Should be in the description. Still listen to Monster Florence from time to time from your recommendation a while back? No way, that's awesome. Yeah, they are still peak in my opinion, still my favorite band. I really want to see them on tour. But I'm so frickin' broke right now, I hate it. The German government always wants my money. I hate it. It's like every time I save up a little bit of money, some like organizations like, yo. So it's either like, I don't know, gas, electricity, health insurance, something like that. It's like, yo, by the way, we just happened to notice that you've been underpaying for our service for like a year. Even though you always pay based on our calculations. And I guess we got the calculation wrong. We just realized that it was wrong. But you still owe us like all the money that you were supposed to pay us. That we just didn't tell you you were supposed to pay us. Is that legal? Yeah. It's, I mean, I'm being hyperbolic. It's a little bit more complicated than that. Well, like, electricity, for example, is based on how much you use. Like, you pay a fixed amount every month, and at the end of the year, if you used less than what you paid for, they actually give you the money back for that. But if you use more than what you paid for, then you have to pay extra. But the thing is, it doesn't, you know, account for like it usually doesn't account for like changes in electricity and gas prices. So like that one time, I remember when Russia first attacked Ukraine and the gas prices went wild. We had to pay a ton of extra gas money at the end of the year because of that. That was painful. Gaming stream soon? I don't know. I'm really like... I have really mixed feelings about streaming gaming. Thank you for asking about it though. That shows me that there is at least some interest in it. You're selling some big plushies again? Not the big ones anymore. I don't have those anymore. Those are only online now. Actually, I have some smaller ones that I made specifically for cons. See you on Friday. Goodbye, Toby. Thank you for stopping by. Unshrimp. I'm not super shrimpy, but I will unshrimp. Yeah. Yeah, I think this should be dry now, so I can re-paint over. Are there physical copies of Super Chipflake you? No, because the closest thing to a physical copy is at conventions I've been selling like a mini print with a Steam key on it. Making like I really want physical Switch copies of the game, but it is really expensive. And you can only order like a minimum quantity of them, which is like 6,000 or something ridiculous like that. If it was like 500, maybe 1,000, I would consider thinking about it. But like 6,000, that's a huge investment of money that neither I or the game studio has, sadly. What you're saying is I need to get a big plushie for next year to get it signed. Maybe. We play Portal 2, if not you should absolutely play it. I love Portal 2, it's a great game. Favorite music artist slash album slash song you've been listening to recently? I've been doing the old shuffle my 1000 like songs on Spotify lately. The latest album I've been listening to on repeat is Inertia by Pendulum. I frickin' love that album. Not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of the first song, so I usually skip the first song, but the rest of the album absolutely slaps. Love it. How about a cat beanbag chair, 6-foot diameter? I would love that. The thing is, the bigger the merchandise, the more difficult it is to deal with. But I was already struggling to transport like 30 loaf plushies. to conventions. 1K songs, that's rookie numbers. What's how much do I have? Yeah, I'm quite picky with music, to be honest. I wish I wasn't. Yeah, 1055 songs that I've liked since 2017. Oh my, what a beautiful painting. I appreciate that, thank you very much. Why are my hands shaking now? Just wish I had, like, a white pen of some kind. So it'd be way easier. I mean, I did say this earlier, I do have one, but it's like total ass. Might have a problem, I'm at 4.5k since 2020. No, I would say that's a good thing, honestly. Because I'm like annoyingly picky with music. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking way too much. I think I'm just too hungry. Okay, I think, I might end the stream for today because it's getting very toasty in here. And I gotta go out and buy, I gotta buy water, spicy water. So yeah, thank you very much for watching today. It's been very fun. We'll appreciate you hanging out and stuff. And yeah. Have a splendid day. Thank you very much. I hope you have a splendid day too. Yo, I wanna raid, I wanna raid Emmy because she's gonna be at DoKomi as well, but I think she streams in German only. But yeah, German. I don't know about that. Okay. Jetzt muss ich auch Deutsch reden, aus irgendeinem Grund. Danke für die Bits, Felix. Wenigstens musst du nicht Milch und Zigaretten kaufen gehen. Das stimmt. Okay, ich schmelze und vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und viel Spaß.